Well, we're continuing our focus on the bailout bill as it moves to the House, where the jury is still out on whether it will pass or be voted down. Again, joining us on the phone now from Lake Jackson, Texas, is Congressman Ron Paul, Republican representative from Texas. And Congressman Paul is a member of the Financial Services Committee and is vice chairman of its Oversight and Investigations Subcommittee. Congressman, thank you so much for being on the program. Of course, you, along with millions of others, have seen the market react to the House vote on Monday, but you're still saying that you are not going to be changing your no vote. Why is that?
Well, I think there have been a few improvements. I like the tax cuts, capital gains tax and the tax credits. If that was a single vote, I would enthusiastically support that. But that doesn't cancel out all the rest, all the pork that they've added on, plus $700 billion commitment. Everything else, I think, just makes things that much worse, and I suspect that they'll finally get something passed, and my guess is that maybe the markets will like that for a little while, but quite frankly, I think our mess is so big that after this is all passed and said and done, the markets will continue to go down, and we will have our recession. And if we continue to do this kind of legislation, I think they could turn it into a depression. So I think what they're doing is very, very seriously wrong.
But, Congressman, haven't your constituents been coming back to you since Monday, seeing that huge plunge in the Dow, and now urging you to actually vote for the bill because of what's going on in the markets?
No, it really hasn't changed. It still stays about 9-1. And I might get less calls than others because I think my constituents know me pretty well, and they know that there's no way I'd be voting for anything like this. I mean, if it's $1 million over budget, I don't vote for it, just on principle that we're going in the wrong direction. We've been doing this for quite a few years, and we built this problem by just irresponsible spending. And so they don't expect me to spend money like this. And
Congressman, if I can just interrupt you, because we only have about a minute left. You keep saying that we're going to be spending money like this, but some of our analysts have been pointing out $700 billion is actually just 1% of our GDP. Our debt is lower than other OECD countries. It seems like a small price to pay for salvaging our economy and our future.
Well, I don't think it will. I think it makes it worse. I think we're doing what we did in the Depression. We're trying to prop up bad debt. Housing prices should come down. We shouldn't prop them up. And if assets are illiquid, that means they're usually worthless, and they need to be wiped off the books. And instead of allowing this to happen over a 3, 4, 5, 6-year period, you should do that in 6 months, and then we can go back to work again. It's sort of like propping up the stock market instead of allowing it to go down and start all over again. No, I think this is interference in the marketplace. It's the furthest thing from the free market. It's propping up bad debt with more spending, more debt, and more inflation. My big concern has been that everything we've done for 35 years, we've papered it over with inflation. As long as you can create new money, you create more inflation, and that's what we're in for, the devaluation of the dollar.
Congressman, I apologize. We're coming up against our commercial break, but thank you so much. Firm in your belief there, Congressman Ron Paul, Republican.